Howdy, folks. Hope everyone is doing well. Good morning to those in the UK like myself, or maybe even in America, if you're from America. But to everyone else, good afternoon. I'm going to put a poll up in the chat. You can vote on it. Let me know who you think's going to win. Alright, poll is in the chat. Go vote on it. Let me know who you think's going to win. If you've got an exact score prediction, let me know your thoughts as well in the chat. We had Mosse, however you pronounce it. We had a new member. I'm going to butcher this name, so apologies in advance. Toa Samoa. That's my guess. Toa Samoa. Stowers. Thank you very much. So I did predict New Zealand to win 22-18. This one is actually really tough for me to call. There's one thing that made it slightly easier when they changed the team sheet for Samoa. Just one thing. Made it a little bit easier, but still very difficult. Taylor May is no longer in the lineup. He would have been coming off the bench. Now, one thing they initially did was they put Aiolelu in the 17 instead of Mariota, but they've since put Mariota in the lineup, which I think is the right call. They need to make sure they can at least match a little bit on the bench. So they made the right choice. So these are the lineups. So I'll do one quick one. Let me try that again, shall I? One quick run through now. Okay. So in the backs for New Zealand, they have Nickel, Kluckstad, Isako, Timoko, McLean, Molitalo, Brown and Foran. The forwards include Fisher-Harris, Marshall King, Leota, Niokora, Papali'i, Tarpany. The bench is Crosland, White, Clark and Asfa Solomona, and Kini is 18th man. God, I'm butchering my words today. In the backs for Samoa, they have Tuivasa-Sheck, To'o, Tango, Mariner, Talangi, Luai, Papali, Tavanga, Haas, Nanai, Sua and Barlow. The bench is Harris Tavita, Sasangi, Molo and Mariota. Aiolelu is the 18th man. Samoa on the way out. Haas playing for Samoa today. Should be interesting. I think this forward battle is going to be something special. Fisher-Harris, Leota, Nicola, Papali'i, Tarpany, White, Clark, Asfa Solomona versus Papali, Haas, Nanai, Sua, Barlow, Sasangi, Molo, Mariota. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Let's have a look at the poll. We've had 7 votes. 57% say New Zealand's going to win this one. We've got 28 people in here at the moment. So welcome. If you could leave a thumbs up on the live stream just below it, helps us to get out there to more people. That'd be greatly appreciated. But we are moments away from kickoff. We're getting there. We're getting there. Samoa on the way out. We're going to get the the water dancers as well too. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. And then, I'm not sure if it's next week or the week after, it's going to be Tonga versus Samoa. Well, they'll do the Sivita and the Sipito. When they did them at the same time during the World Cup in 2022, that was incredible. I was there, actually. That was the quarter-final at the Halliwell Jones. I was there with my dad. That was insane. When they went back and forth, like it wasn't just all of Tonga and then all Samoa. They, did it at the same time. Damn. I like this New Zealand kit though. It's basically all black. I think a little bit of white on there would have looked good. Like maybe on the sleeve somewhere, simple V across the chest. But it's a nice kit. It's a nice kit actually. So I did predict New Zealand to win mostly because of process. Basically, I think New Zealand would be a slightly more process focused team that would focus more on getting to the end of their sets, get into the kick and then building. sets off the back of it, field position territory, whereas Samoa, I think, would be a little bit more erratic. So I think Samoa's game plan might be a little bit more high risk, high reward, that kind of vibe. More offloads, more intent to throw the ball around, which means they could come up with more. I think the energy that they'll play with at the start of the game could shock New Zealand to begin with. But I think there'll be a few errors here and there, a little bit like what they had against England last year, and even in the Pacific Championships the year before that. But it will come with some rewards, which will keep them in the game. But yeah, that's my thoughts. It could be all complete bullshit. Could go wrong. 16 votes, 56%. Oh, 17 votes, sorry. 59% say Samoa is going to win. We shall see. It'll certainly be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, there is a live stream chat there. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win? And if you got a score, let me know. But yeah, 22-18 to the Kiwis was my score. And feel free to subscribe if you want to as well. 13,148, that is very, very kind of you folks for joining. And I will be streaming both Pacific Championships games next week, as well as Ashes Game 1 at Wembley Stadium. Looking forward to that one. That'll be good. That'll be good. I'm interested to see John Marnish as Samoa. Fair enough, fair enough. A lot of stars. A lot of stars. I'm interested to see Jas Tavanga, actually, because I believe he's off to Wakefield Trinity in Super League. And I've seen a bit of what he's done this year with Manly. I was kind of thinking maybe Aiuelu would have been good to start at 9. Harris DeVita at 14, but you could have put Tavanga as like 17 to be a little bit of a sort of fix-it man off the bench. You could use him at 9, you could use him at 13, maybe in the back row if absolutely necessary. But I think what Tavanga sort of developed this year is a wider toolkit, a wider range of abilities that he could bring to Wakefield. You know, a little bit of everything. But we'll see. We'll see. There's Keanu Kinney. My favourite player in the NRL, Keanu Kinney. Unfortunately, he's only 18th man, but maybe he'll get in the squad. Maybe. Next week. Oh, Fahu White there as well. Had a great year with the Roosters. He's just been getting better and better year on year as well, which is a good sign. Like this choir are nailing these anthems out of the park here, nailing them. Okay, I don't want to miss the war dances, so I'm going to go through the team list one more time now. So, in the backs for New Zealand, they have Nicol Kluckstad, Isako, Timoko, McLean, Mulatalo, Brown, and Foran. The forwards include Fisher Harris, Marshall King, Leota, Nikora, Papali'i, and Tarpany. The bench is Crosland, White, Clark, and as for Solomona, 18th man is Kini. In the backs for Samoa, they have Tuivasa-Sheck, Ta'o, Tango, Mariner, Talangi, Luai. The forwards include Papali, Tavanga, Haas, Nanai, Sua, and Barlow. The bench is Harris DeVita, Sasangi, Molo, and Mariota. Aiuelu is the 18th man. Okay. Getting underway very soon, very shortly. Any second now. Alright, well, we have the Haka versus the Sivatau. Come on, then. Give us the goods. Give us what we all want. Who's going first? Are they going to interlock? Haka first, Siva Tau first. What we got? What we got? Give us the goods. Come on. Barlow's going to lead this for Samoa. Samoa's going first. Go on, boys. Oh god, my headset came off. I was that into it. Look at me. Absolute moron. I'd love to experience that one time, like stood on a pitch, facing a Haka, or a Siva Tau, or a Sippy Tau. That would be incredible. Go on, boys. Brian Toto leading the charge. Go on, son. Go on. Barlow's loving it. He's loving it. Crowd's up for it. Crowd's up for it. Getting in the faces. Getting in the faces. There we go. Come on. Thank you for that, Samoa. Thank you for that. Oh, yes. Right, well, we've got the Haka of New Zealand to go. Fisher Harris to lead it. Crowd's ready. The crowd are so ready. If only I knew what that word meant, Damus. If only I knew what that word meant. Could be saying something about me, who knows? I remember when I first saw these as a kid, like All Blacks especially, because Union was everywhere when I was a kid. I was blown away by it. Oh, Marshall King looks terrifying. So does Nicola. Oh, look at that. Go on, chance, lad. Let the battle commence, boys. Let the battle commence. Kind of means cool. It's someone's like, oh, okay, gotcha. Hope you're not screwing me over there, because if... Not that I'm going to use it, but if it ever came up, I could seriously offend somebody. Okay, folks, any second now, we're about to get underway. Any second now. Hey, so 39 votes on the poll. 59% say that Samoa is going to win. So if you've not voted on the poll, leave your votes in there. Let me know who you think is going to win. If you've got an exact score prediction, let me know as well. I went 22-18 to New Zealand, but this is so tough to call for me. I feel like there's two different styles coming at each other, and I don't know which one's going to win. And the two forward packs are both incredibly strong. Is Haas going to be that difference maker that elevates Samoa? Another good thing for Samoa is that Luai's had more experience now as a 7. Talangi has improved so much throughout the year. So the halves look a little bit stronger now on paper. Toa Samoa always comfortable at number 1. Great for return meters. Same with Toto. Tavanga is probably not the most exciting option at number 9, but I think is still solid, is still quite reliable. God, this is going to be a great game. I'm going to end this poll now, actually. Just wish Ariella was started. Even if you're mostly a New South Wales Cup player, it's still better than Jazz at 9. I agree. A little bit more pace. Somebody who's more comfortable with the role. I'd have still put Jazz Tavanga on the bench somewhere as an impact option. Even if he was 14, but it's hard to drop Harris Tavita. Okay, looks like they're swapping sides. I think in terms of forward packs, I think Samoa have the stronger bench to start. Sorry, Samoa have the stronger starting forward pack. My bad. But then later on, I think New Zealand have the stronger bench. Alright, folks, here we go. New Zealand will kick off to Samoa any second now. Ladies and gentlemen, New Zealand versus Samoa. We're underway, folks. New Zealand kick to Samoa. Underneath it is Blaise Talangi. Gives it to Payne Haas for his first carry in a Samoa jersey. Go on, lad. Getting dragged towards the touchline by 3 or 4 defenders there. Isaac Tango on the 10. Hands it off on his inside, and they make about a metre or 2 there with Murray Talangi. Good to see him back in a Samoa shirt again. Luai having to take the next carry, pumping his legs up towards the 20. 4 defenders pushing him back towards the 10. Look at that energy there from New Zealand. Look at that. Jazz is a good bench player, but as a bench forward who can cover 9, yeah, absolutely. You can play that 13 role as well if needed, so that's always good. 4th tackle is now with Roger Tuivasa-Sheck down the left edge, up towards the 30. Lively from both, very lively. It's right to Blaise Talangi. Oof, under pressure from Isaiah Papali'i. Collected on the 30 by Ronaldo Mulatalo. Already up towards the 40, so New Zealand start their set in good territory. 1 minute gone, they're on their own 40. Brown hands it off to Nickel Kluckstad. Stopped on the 40, plenty of energy there from Samoa. Brown, now at Timoko. Had a great year with the Raiders, ended a bit of a disappointing fashion unfortunately, but yeah, still had a good individual season. Now James Fisher-Harris bumps off Blaise Talangi onto his backside. Taking it inside Samoa territory. 2 tackles to go for the Kiwis. Short side left to Brown. I hope he has a good campaign here, because I'd like to see him step up massively before he joins Newcastle. It's with Foreign on the last. Puts boot to ball. Bit of height on this one. Coming down 15 out. Collected on the full by a Samoa player. Just missed who it was. But Samoa in possession. 15 out from their own try line. Tango will scoot down the right edge from dummy half. A few metres shy of the 20, near the right touchline. 2 minutes gone. Next carry from Jaden Stewart. Eating up a few more metres. Just over 2 minutes gone. Jazz Tavanga at dummy half. Handed off to Mariner. Stopped on the 40. That's not even Mariner. Well done me. That's Talangi. Or Talangi, I should say. Barlow with a strong carry through centre field. Brought down by 3 defenders. Last tackle for Samoa. Left to Luai. Inside pressure there from Marshall King, which gets the kick away. Nickel Cluckstad underneath it, collects it a few metres out from his own try line, so that's good back and forth there from Samoa. Good chance to pin New Zealand back now. Nickel Cluckstad plays it just short of the 20. It's left to McLean, who takes it over the 20. Look for a quick play of the ball. Brown on his left to Mulatalo. Smashes straight into Talangi. Brown short side left to Papali'i. Pushes off Sua. Good meters down the left hand side. Up towards halfway. 2 tackles to go. With chance. Now Fisher Harris flicks the ball off. Back to chance Nickel Cluckstad. It's stopped immediately though. Last tackle for the Kiwis. Marshall King right to foreign. Haas with the inside pressure. Kick near the right touchline. Collected on the full by Brian To'o. Returns it up towards the 20. So both teams looking lively. Both teams committing a lot of defenders to tackles here. Getting stuck in massively. I'm liking this energy. Especially from New Zealand, because I wasn't expecting this much energy. It's normally sort of... It was Samoa I was thinking would be this energetic, and New Zealand would kind of just try and settle into the game. But I like this energy from New Zealand. This feels different to me. Haas with a carry gets an offload to Luai. That might have been a knock-on. And it was. Samoa will turn over the ball on their own 40. Gifting a fresh set of 6-2. The Kiwis 40 metres out. This is exactly what I mentioned in my predictions video, is that they're going to try and offload the ball, throw the ball around a bit more, but it could come with errors. This is what I spoke about. A few seconds ago until this scrum needs to be played. New Zealand knows they have to play the full 80. Bad mistake. Yep. Indeed. I just think the early energy from Samoa might give them a lead at some point, but we'll see. But I'm glad that New Zealand's sort of matching this energy at the moment. Isako at dummy half. Couple steps and is tackled by the markers. 6 again though for ruck infringement. Foreign on his left to Moses Leota. Nearly 5 minutes gone. About 25 metres out for the Kiwis. Marshall King left to foreign. Across to Brown. Goes himself. Flicks the ball on to Papali'i. That's almost a decent line break there. Marshall King, right to Fisher Harris, then to Tarpany, out the back to foreign. Good hands across the chance, Nickel Cluckstad, Timoko. Great hands. Matthew Timoko. He might be over the line there. Has the ball touched it? No, just short. That was really good. And he's lost it. Doesn't look happy with that call. He might want to challenge it, but... That was some really good hands from New Zealand. Really good hands. Timoko was inches away from this try line. Referee claims he's lost it. Yes, he's lost that. I wouldn't challenge it. Few indeed. If you're back in Samoa, few indeed. But a good scramble there from the big men through the middle to get that one stopped. Okay, scrum on Samoa's own 10. Fed into the scrum by Luai. Out the back and right to Moritalangi. 6 minutes gone. Justavanga on his left to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Carries up towards the 20. Push back an extra metre. Maybe gains it back as he falls over. Justavanga goes left to Toto. Left to centre field. Now with Papali with a strong carry through the middle. 2 tackles to go for Samoa. Tavanga at dummy half in centre field. Left to Luai. Kicks on the 4th, just behind the 40. Collected on the full by Nickel Cluckstad. Returns it over the 20. There's a blue wall there. A blue wall to get him stopped. Timoko hands it off to Isako. Smashed into by Barlow and Luai. Not letting him get anywhere. Timoko with the next carry through centre field. I'm loving this energy from both. I'm loving this. Marshall King with a strong scoot up towards the halfway line. Brown on the 4th goes right to Tarpany. Tarpany had a great campaign last year for New Zealand. He was great. Gets an offload for Marshall King. Now with Mosley Otter. Strong carry over the 40. Just shy of the 30. Great run there. Quick play the ball. Short side right to 4 and engages the line. Chips the ball over the top. Collected on the full by Tuivasa-Sheck. Needs to get him trapped in the corner. Skips past 1 up towards the 20. Good return by Tuivasa-Sheck. Stuart, good morning, mate. Should be a great game. It's worth getting up for. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's already shown with the energy that it's definitely worth getting up for. I'm liking this. Even if we don't get points to the second half, if this energy persists, I'm happy with this. Payne Haas with a carry up towards the halfway line, nearly 8 minutes gone. 2 tackles left in this set. Luai goes left to Nanite. I think that might be his first touch, I think. Not seen him touch it much, actually. Last tackle, Jerome Luai with the kick. In centre field, collected on the 10 by Nickel Kluckstad. Cutting towards the right-hand side, skips past one over the 20. Strong hit from Barlow. Toto there to help out as well, around the legs. It's Sarko with the next carry up towards the 30. Even though Fit will be getting tired after this intensity of play. Yeah, true. Very true. How long are they going to keep this up for? And a scoot there from Marshall King up towards the halfway line. Good meters there. But the whistle's blown for a high shot against Samoa. That's going to be a penalty for New Zealand. Papali was the culprit. I guess it's whoever scores first can sort of settle down. They can focus on a kicking game, looking for the corners a bit more. Maybe not take as many risks. In terms of field position, it has been significantly better for New Zealand right now. There's been a couple moments where Samoa in the back and forth have been able to get New Zealand to collect the ball on their own 10. But field position is looking better for New Zealand at the moment. Fisher-Harris over the 20. Still going. Make that 15 metres out. So approaching the 10-minute mark. Marshall King right to Tarpany. Switches back to Liotta. Strong ball runner. Very athletic. Not the biggest forward, Liotta, but he's very athletic. Quick play the ball on the 10. Left to Foran. Left to Brown. McLean out the back. Trying to get around Tango. McLean is possibly in. That ball came loose. He's very confident. The try is given. New Zealand Kiwis with the first points of the day. That's going to be for McLean. Getting around Isaac Tango. Nicely done. Good pace. Just executing cleanly, efficiently. No nonsense. That step, that little fake step around Tango. I need to see that grounding again. I didn't see it. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. There you go. 4-0 for New Zealand Kiwis. Had the better of the territory so far. They come up with the points. Got 2 players named Papali Samoa making too many mistakes. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, Isaiah Papali'i is because of the apostrophe. But Josh Papali, I think. Unless it's Papali'i. Unless I'm just thinking of the other Papali, the one that's at the Eels, Josiah. Because I know they started calling Josiah Papali, but I don't know for sure. Samoa working hard to undo the work from drop balls and penalties. Yeah. Just got to be clean. And I have no issues with Samoa taking risks. I've got no issues at all. They just got to make sure they execute. Not make those mistakes. That's all good. It's Sarko with a conversion from the touchline. That's swinging. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it from the touchline. Proper in-swing of that. Beautifully done from Jermaine Sarko. That's going to be 6-0 for the Kiwis. There we go. 6-0. Good start from both. So, the thing for Samoa right now is not to panic. Just make sure you're completing sets. Make sure you're disciplined, not giving away penalties. There's a chance to pin New Zealand back now, if they can. But don't force trying to get the next points of the game. Don't force it. Focus on that process. Be physical through the middle. Nikra in possession. Up towards his own 30. Plays it in centre field. It's left to Tarpany. Pops it on his left to Papali'i. Nearly 12 minutes gone. Marshall King on his right to Fisher-Harris. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go for the Kiwis. Marshall King On his left to Nickel Kluckstad up towards the halfway line and just over inside Samoa territory again. And that is 12 minutes gone. Right to Foran. Eats up a few metres, then gets the kick away towards the back right. Toto underneath it. A bit of pressure for him to deal with. Collects cleanly. Timoko with an arm around the neck there. He is eventually called held. Plays it for Luai. Gives it to Mariner. Grand final winner, Dane Mariner. Double try scorer. Jazz Tavanga on his right to Mori Talangi. I think when I say Taulangi or Talangi, I'll try and say their first names as well, just so it differentiates them, because my pronunciation might not be enough to sort of tell you. Luai with a carry up towards the 30, 2 tackles to go. Samoa with 1 tackle in opposition territory, 13 for New Zealand. Payne Haas with a carry up towards the halfway line. Oh, sorry, that's the 40. Last tackle, Tavanga, left to Luai. With a long kick here. New Zealand only dropping 2 back. Bounces on the 10, collected by Asako. Up towards the 20. And a few extra metres as well. It's over 13 minutes gone. Chance Nickel Kluckstad steps past Tavanga up towards the 30 for the Kiwis. Foran, left to Brown. Now Mulatalo. He'd love some open room here. He is quick. Mulatalo is bloody quick. Brown on his right to McLean, the try scorer. Look for a quick play of the ball. Kind of gets one. Marshall King on his right to Tarpany. Out the back to Foran. A little bit wayward. Might have come off Mariner there for a 6 again. And it has done. So Foran maybe trying to force a ball out the back there. Or it was Tarpany, I think, that was trying to force it out the back initially. Then Foran trying to tip the ball on. Hits Mariner on the way through. Let's have a look at this again. So Marshall King goes right to Tarpany. Just launches it out the back to Foran. Mariner jams in and gets a touch in it as Foran tries to offload that ball. So yeah, that'll be a fresh set for New Zealand in centre field. Only 1 incomplete set for either side. That's an alright start there. Scrum halfway for the Kiwis. Out the back and left to Dylan Brown. His run game is going to be interesting. I really hope Dylan Brown has a good campaign here. So with Fisher Harris through centre field. Kiwis about 35 metres out from the try line. Second tackle, right to Foran. Out the back to Nickel Kluckstad. Switches back to Britton Nikora. Stop 25 metres out. Third tackle. Plays it for Marshall King. He goes left to Tarpany through centre field. Straightens up. Darts right. Offloads to Marshall King. He then straightens up and takes a tackle just over the 20. 15 minutes gone, 2 tackles to go. Nickel Kluckstad goes left to Foran. Engage the line out the back to Brown. Kicks the ball through. Good chase there from Mulatalo. Possibly in the corner. I think Samoa might have grounded that first. I think Tuivasa-Sheck might have got a touch on that. Mulatalo, very close. So they're going to go to the bunker to have a look at this one, which is fair. Went over the dead ball line, so it's worth a check. Mulatalo sort of crouched down at the moment, not in a good way. In a bit of pain, possibly. We'll see. My initial instinct was that, or initial thought was that Tuivasa-Sheck got it grounded in goal. I'm not sure. So Mulatalo's in front. Tuivasa-Sheck sort of switching back there. Does he touch it, or so no one grounds it? That's the thing. Nobody grounds the ball, but does somebody get a touch on it? Okay, somebody does. I think that's Mulatalo. Yeah, this will be a 7 tackle set, 20 metre tap for Samoa. This can get them up the field. Alright, this is huge for Samoa. 7 tackle set, get them up the field now. See if they can switch territory. Chance for Samoa to build pressure, absolutely. Mori Talangi gets a great offload to Brian Toto. And he stopped just short of the 40. So already good metres. Barlow through centre field. A few metres shy of the halfway line. Second tackle. So again, only the 1 tackle in opposition territory. They'll get their second one now. Papali'i. I'll just say Papali'i, to be honest. Plays the ball for Tavanga. Launches it left to Barlow. Switches back to Luai. Then he switches back to Nanai. 16 minutes gone. About 35 metres out. 2 tackles to go for Samoa. Tavanga right to Haas. Possibly forward there, but carries up towards the 20. Last tackle for Samoa. 20 metres out. Maybe just a kick to the corner. Luai, short side left. Steps on his right to Tavanga. Right to Barlow. Then to Langi. Sewer still going. Tries to get the ball through. Charge down from Brown. Can he collect it? Yes, he can. Sewer trying to kick the ball over the top. Dylan Brown with the charge down. He collects it. I thought the angle was okay to just pick it up and run, but it had a bit of a sideways bounce. Damn, okay. 16 and a half minutes gone. Timoko in possession. He stopped about 6 metres short of the halfway line. Made that 5. Dylan Brown on his right to Mulatalo. Up towards the halfway line. 2 tackles to go in this set for the Kiwis. Marshall King. Right to the Otter. Up towards Samoa's 40. 17 minutes gone. Last tackle for the Kiwis. Marshall King. Short side right to Foran. Kicks from the 40. Towards the back right. Collected cleanly by Toa Samoa. Takes it over the 10. And stopped about 15 out from his own try line. Waste of possession, Sewer. I'm not going to blame Sewer for that one a bit too much. I mean, it was last tackle. He had to do something. It just wasn't perfect, but I think the whole last attack there was a bit chaotic. I think the moment that Luai chose to go from left to right to cut back inside and offload the ball, I think that kind of sparked, okay, we're going to just play off the cuff here, and that's how it works out, really. Tavanga now with Payne Haas on the 4th tackle up towards the halfway line. Lands on his front. Tavanga on the last. Right to Blaze Talangi. Gets the kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Nico Cluckster collects 5 out from his own try line. 18 minutes gone. Taken just over the 10. Pushed back slightly. That's good stuff from Samoa. Can they build a bit of territory now? They've got to stay disciplined. Keep the Kiwis back. Isaka with the next carry. Making about 6 metres there. Josh Papali'i is claiming something there. Maybe a knock-on, I don't know. But Timoko with the next carry over the 20. 3 tackles left. There's been a much better defensive set here from Samoa. Nico Cluckster over the 30. And still going. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to go back a little bit there, son. You're going to have to go back. Plays it for Marshall King. On his left to Joseph Tarpany. Looking for an offload, trying to get one, but there's a lot of defenders there to stop him. Plays it just short of halfway. Last tackle right to Foran. Gets the kick away towards the back right. They're still going for this right-hand side here at the moment with Toto. Not sure what the reasoning is, considering he's got, strong carries out the backfield. I don't know if I'd kick to that side all the time. To Bartoszek with a decent carry up towards the 40 for Samoa. 19 minutes gone. Left to Mariner. Strong hit there from Foran. Tavanga. Right to Nanai. Skips past one and a few. Good meters over halfway. Quick play the ball for Tavanga. Right to Barlow. 6 again for ruck infringement. Luai. Right to Talangi. They've got the numbers down the right here. Isaac Tango tries to cut back inside. Stopped. At 22 metres out. Over on the right touchline. It's with Blaze Talangi. Now Luai. Switches back to Haas. Takes it inside the red zone. Samoa 15 metres out. And it's only the second tackle. Great chance for Samoa here to equalise. Right to Barlow. Pops it up to Papali'i on his right. Brought down by Papali'i. 5 metres out. 3 tackles to go. Just Tavanga right at the post. Looks left. Goes left to Haas. Steps off his left foot. Straightens up. Takes a carry. He's going to play this 3 or 4 metres out. Just in front of the post. 2 tackles to go. That is the first quarter done. Tavanga out the back to Luai going left. Could have gone out the back. Wanted to pop the ball up flat but didn't. Last tackle. Tavanga looks right, goes left. Just give the ball to your halfback. Give the ball to your halfback. What do you do? It's the last tackle. You've not been in this end of the field for 20 minutes. What are you doing? Give the ball to the halfback. McLean with a carry up towards the 20. Kiwis half's defending well. Yeah, those edges look pretty solid. Carry there from Brown up towards the 40. Nickel Cluckster with a scoop from dummy half. 2 tackles to go. Kiwis just short of halfway. It is right to Foreign, switches back to Tarpany. Now takes it into Samoa territory. Break here for Tarpany. 1 to beat. No support. 1 to beat. Okay. Good effort, Joe. Good effort. Quick play the ball. Short side right to Foreign. Kicks the ball through. Oh, that is almost beautiful, but that is collected by Toto. Tackled in goal. Fair play, New Zealand. That is well done. From 5 metres out to the 5 metres from their own try line to a goal line dropout. That's some great stuff from the Kiwis. That is some great stuff. Joseph Tarpany with a break. Trying to get past the Toa Samoa, but basically just trips over. Well, gets a quick play the ball. This well recovered from Toto. So Foreign tries to kick the ball through. Collected straight away by Toto to shut that down. It's a nice little kick there from Foreign. If Toto doesn't collect it, that is 100% a try. Well, 99% a try for the Kiwis. Off the dropout, though, it's collected by New Zealand. Nickel Cluckster 20 metres out in centre field. Hands it off to Papali'i. Shrugs off Tongo. Gets an offload as well to McLean. Cuts him back towards the middle. Strong carry. Oh my God, they've not just let him do that. They've just let McLean put that ball down. Casey McLean scored 2. Philip, first try scorer, was Casey McLean. Well, that is 2 for McLean. Mate, that was a strong carry. A couple of big men there as well, or at least one of them. Mate, Papali'i with a great offload to McLean. Cuts back inside. Straightens up. Barlow, Toa Samoa. Pumping his legs. McLean, what a carry. Gets his arms free. Stretches out. Puts the ball on the line. Oh, that is nice. Well done from the young lad. Well done. I reckon this will be 12. Based on where the try was scored, they'll probably get the kick, but I'll just make it 10 for now. Okay, New Zealand make it 10-0. 17 minutes to go in the first half. Casey McLean, well done, lad. That's 2 tries, 2 line breaks, 58 run meters, and 4 tackle busts. That's try confirmed as well. I'm loving this energy from New Zealand. I'm loving this. Last year, they were a little bit disappointing, I'll be honest. I know they had to bring Sean Johnson in kind of late, so preparation was probably affected a bit. I completely get that. But it was a little bit one-dimensional, a lot of the same stuff. And they look like they're moving the ball around a little bit more, but there's more energy this year. I like this from the Kiwis. I like this. The kick from Misako is good. That's going to be 12-0. Well done, Casey McLean. Well done, lad. He's had a great year with the Panthers. So, off the back of the kickoff, it is Osako in possession, taking it over the 20. One second, just got it. Up towards halfway, 16 minutes to go, third tackle. Fisher Harris pops it up to Naufahu White, who enters the field. Very strong runner. Marshall King goes right to Foreign, switches back to Nikora. Stopped just short of the 30. Last tackle for the Kiwis. Marshall King, short side right to Foreign. Gets the kick away, plenty of height. Tsubasa Shek, it is either knocked on or backwards from New Zealand. Referee says it was backwards from New Zealand and it's collected by Barlow. So it's going to be Samoa's ball on their own 20. Tsubasa Shek takes it over. About 5 or 6 metres. Let's see who touched this one. I'm not sure. Maybe Toa Samoa touched that, but it's alright. Nearly 15 minutes to go in this first half. Molo with a nice run there. Was it Molo? Not too sure. Plays Talangi, having to surrender just short of the Kiwis 40. Harris Tavita is now on the field as well. Left to Luai. If they absolutely need to, they can put Harris Tavita in the halves. And it's a drop ball on the 10. And then another knock-on from Samoa. This will come back to a scrum. Double knock-on there. I can't do that, Nicolette. I can't do that. Well, I can, but I've just... going to take a bit too long to do it right now. Yeah, I can do it. I just haven't set it up. I'll normally keep people up to date with the time and stuff, how long's left. But as of right now, there's 14 minutes to go in the first half. Okay, here we go. 14 minutes to go in the first half. 12-0 advantage for the Kiwis. Scrum on the 10 for Samoa. Left to Toa Samoa. Makes about a metre in total. Harris Tavita, left of the post, goes right to Molo. Look for an offload, stop 5 metres out. Closer to the post, Clark is on for the Kiwis as well. Harris Tavita goes right to Barlow. He's stopped 4 or 5 metres out in front of the post. Harris Tavita launches it left to Luai. Out the back, good hands there to Mariner. Look for an offload, doesn't need one. Mariner scoots through. Finally a response from Samoa. Took them nearly 27 minutes. But they got there. They got there eventually. Thank God for that. Finally got a bit of territory down this end. Mariner. Getting himself free there. Lovely stuff. Finally Samoa with some points on the board. They'll probably hit 6. I'll just give them 6. That's close enough to the post anyway. Nicely done. Finally actually a little bit of shape from Samoa. We've not really seen that much. Just very flat or just chucking the ball around. Like trying to get offloads. Not much shape. They finally throw a bit of shape out there and they come up with points. Dane Mariner sends a few to the shops there with a dummy. 12.5 minutes to go. Clock's still ticking away. 12-4 is the official scoreline, but I'm assuming the kick will be good. Let's go Dean Mariner. Indeed. 2 in the grand final. He's had a solid year. Very solid year. Let's have a look at this. Luai out the back to Toa Samoa. Tips the ball on. Mariner shrugs off one. And a couple defenders trying to shift across to cover the offload. But when Mariner shrugs off that one defender that's got his legs, there's just so much room. Just walks through. So well done, Mariner. Well done, Samoa. Finally getting something on the board. That'll be huge for confidence. And the belief that they can actually put some points on the board. This is huge. For Talangi to add the extras. Assuming he'll get this one. The kick is good. There we go. 12-6 is the official score. Some speed from the ruck makes a big difference. It certainly does. Certainly does. This is why off the bench would have been good. Off the bench for Tamanga would have been great. Maybe having 3 halves out there helps Samoa's organisation? Possibly. Possibly. I think it helps that Harris Tavita can play both sides. I'm pretty sure he's normally left edge. Am I right that Harris Tavita's normally left edge for the Warriors? But I think he can play both sides a little bit more comfortably. Because Luai was always left for the Panthers and the Tigers. Talangi's always left for the Panthers. Harris Tavita, I think he's usually left but can do a bit of right as well. Tip Samoa 22-18. Well, that was the same score I had but for New Zealand. So we're back underway. 11.5 minutes to go. Usually left edge kicks off left foot. Right, yeah, fair enough. So 11.5 minutes to go. Luai in possession. He's going to play this just short of his own 20. And it's now Sua taking it over the 20. Third tackle for Samoa. Harris Tavita left to Haas. Straightens up, strong carry. Great meters there from Payne Haas through the middle. 11 minutes to go, up towards the 40. Left to Barlow. Gets an offload as well. Harris DeVita right to Talangi over the halfway line. Last tackle for Samoa. Good meters. Good meters. Left to Luai. Gets the kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Good chase here. Nickel Cluckstad underneath it. Collects cleanly. Nanai putting him under pressure. And Nanai is great in the air as well. So that could have been awkward. Nanai's not in a good way though. He's not in a good way. Isako. Could have potentially got a break there. It was a good tackle from Harris DeVita. Molotalo with a carry, left to centre field up towards the 20. 3 defenders in the tackle, don't let him get too far, but he actually makes a few more metres there. Justovanga's off for a HIA, okay, I didn't realise that. Aaron Clark with a carry through centre field, 2 tackles to go for the Kiwis. Marshall King waits at 9, then goes on his right to White, over the 40. Few defenders in the tackle, eventually get him down. 10 minutes to go, right to Foreign. Kicks down the right edge. Tuvasashek collects it on the 10. Carries it over the 20. Wrapped up. Good defensive work there by Britton Nikora. Didn't realise no Terrell May on the bench. Did he get injured? I'm assuming so. Because he would have been huge off the bench for like offloads and all that. And just overall carries. But I don't even know. He was initially in the lineup. Oh, I've got no idea. They did actually put Iuelu on the bench ahead of Mariota initially. Huge loss, yeah, absolutely. Mariner with a carry up towards the 40. 9 minutes 20 to go. 4th tackle, Harris DeVita right to Haas. Then to Talangi. Good hands here. Sua to Tango. Room down the right. Hands it off to Mori Talangi. Couldn't really get the ball back inside. Good tackle there from Nickel Cluckstad on the 20. Last tackle, 9 minutes to go. Back inside to Blaze Talangi. Then to Luai. Looking left. Chips the ball towards the back left. Maybe too much on that one. Collected on the full in goal by Isako. 7 tackle set, 20 metre tap. Not a great kick on the last there, and they've still got Aswa Solomona to come on for New Zealand. Bloody hell. Could you imagine as a forward, even if you're a big bloke, you've got a good engine, you're a good defensive player, you've been dealing with Fisher Harris, Leota, Tarpany, Papali'i, White and Clark, you've been dealing with those guys fairly well, and then you have to get ran at by Asfa Solomona. 8 minutes 20 to go. Kiwis with 3 tackles left in this set. Clark takes it over Samoa's 30. Good territory here. 2 tackles left. Marshall King goes right to 4 and switches back to Asfa Solomona. Strong carry over the 20. That's a big collision there. Bit of afters with Molo. Possibly a drop ball there and they play the ball. 4 and goes right to Nickel Cluckstad. Goes himself. Look for an offload, gets one. Isako cuts back inside, tries to spin. Good scramble from Samoa. Really good scramble. Well done. Well done, Samoa. That surely, maybe should have been a try from Isako, but well done, Nickel Cluckstad, getting that offload. Isako maybe could have stepped back inside again for a bit more space. I appreciate cutting towards the edge once again, but yeah, that was a good scramble from Samoa. Big Nas, totally different body type to JFH and Leota, absolutely. It's got to be scary being run at by guys like that. New Zealand's second half, edging speed, should make it enough to pull out maybe a late try. Possibly. You'd imagine Samoa's probably a little bit more worn down at the moment, but they've picked up the energy a little bit, I think, actually. With some of the changes they've made, some good movement. 7 minutes 20 to go, 2 tackles in this set. Is that a 40-20 attempt there from Harris DeVita? Oh. He might have got... Oh, no, this could be a try. Oh, no, this could be a try. Oh, no. Oh, no. A try has been given. I'm going to wait for this one. Harris DeVita is on the 40, basically nearly over the 40, goes for a 40-20 attempt. It goes over the head of Nickel Cluckstad. It bounces. He then is over the touchline and chucks the ball back inside. We don't know whether he was in touch or not. The ball lands in goal. Oh no. He bats the ball back inside. The ball lands in goal. It is picked up by, I think that was Sasangi. Yeah, he's not in touch. It lands in goal, picked up by Sasangi, runs it between the sticks. And this is going to be a try in front of the post for Samoa. Chance. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that is a try for Samoa in front of the post. I can't believe Samoa scored like that. I do think New Zealand have been the better side. I think they've been the better side, but Samoa, with a moment like that, they'll take it. They won't complain. I can't believe that. Oh, God. 5.5 minutes to go. 2-point advantage for the Kiwis. The kick is right in front of the post. They'll get this. 2008 World Cup final, old Billy Slater. Damn. Okay, Blaise Solangi with a kick in front of the post to make it 12-all. The kick is... It's good. Okay, 12-all it is. Oh my God, that lead for the Kiwis. It was 12-0, and it is now gone. It's now all gone. There's been a couple moments where Chance hasn't looked that comfortable at the back. Okay, 5.5 minutes to go. We'll get back underway in a second. Here we go. Back underway. New Zealand kick to Samoa towards the back left. Collected by Toa Samoa. Hands it off to Molo. Getting dragged back a couple metres. Slammed into the ground by Nelson and Isaiah Papali'i. It's now with Murray Solangi. Up towards the 20. I think New Zealand need to find another level here. Just get a bit more energy back in their side. Ooh, strong hit there from Naufahu White into Payne Haas. 4 defenders were in the tackle. Now that's 3. Samoa up towards their own 30. Sasangi with a step. Straightens up. 5 minutes to go. 2 tackles left. Harris DeVita right to Haas. Gets an offload. Back to Sasangi. Up towards the halfway line. Last tackle for Samoa. It is left to Luai. Engages the line. Gets the kick away. Nickel Cook's that underneath it. He looks so shaky under this high ball. Looks really awkward. Collects it on the 10. It's now with Timoko. Spins. Comes down on the 20, but is dragged back a couple metres. I do like Keanu Kinney. He is my favourite player in the NRL. I would like him there. I would like him there. It is Nelson with the next carry over the 30. Still pumping his legs a few metres shy of the 40. 4 minutes to go. 2 tackles left in this set for the Kiwis. Now Fahu White straightens up towards the halfway line. Last tackle for New Zealand. Marshall King left to Foreign. Are they going to have a go here? Maybe. Got some space on the left-hand side. Brown across to Mulatalo. Needs an offload. Gets one to McLean. Trying to get around one. Casey McLean kicks the ball through. Luai is there. Kicks it over the dead ball line. Well done, New Zealand. Well done, Samoa. I like that from New Zealand. They had a bit of space to work with and they used it. They needed to come up with a spark. They just needed to just try something. But that was well executed from New Zealand. Really nicely done. Well done, Luai. Getting in the way to defuse that. Well done. That'll be a goal line dropout. Will they go short? Will they go short? They might do. Looks like they will. Short dropout. Lands on about the 20. Collected by Jermaine Osako. 3 minutes to go. New Zealand in possession inside the red zone. CNK has a legion of Warriors and Kiwis haters. Does give them plenty of ammo? Well, yeah, I guess so. Casey McLean player of the match so far? You could make that argument. You could absolutely make the argument. I don't think I'd disagree with you. He's left to forward. Pops it up to Nelson. I hate those passes. I hate those. It is knocked on, collected by Tuivasa-Sheck on the 10. That second Samoa try, wow, that pick up in the try area, yeah. Bit fortunate, but they created their own luck with the kick from Harris DeVita, to be fair. It is now with Murray Talangi through centre field up towards the 20. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Second tackle for Samoa. Harris to Vita, left to Molo. Molo's looked pretty lively since coming on, actually. Harris to Vita, left to centre field, goes right to Haas. Right to Sasangi, now Luai, then Sua wants a flick on, gets it to Tuivasa-Sheck. Now Tango, stop just short the 40. 2 minutes to go, 2 tackles left in this set for Samoa. Sua goes left to Sasangi, up towards the 40 and just over it. Stopped in centre field, 45 out from their own try line. Harris to Vita on the last, goes left to Luai, kicks from just behind the halfway line. In centre field, Isako underneath it, collects on the 10. Left to Nickel Cluckstar, nearly over his head there. Stopped in centre field, just short of the 20. 1 minute and a half to go. So 90 seconds left in this first half. It is 12 all. Left to Timoko, carries it over the 30, and some extra metres as well. 1 minute 15, Foreign, left to White over the 40. Bumps off Molo, gets an offload as well to Nickel Cluckstar. Brown, with a carry down the left edge, he stopped just short of halfway. 1 minute left, 2 tackles to go. So Samoa will probably get one more set here, or a few tackles, to maybe do something. Last tackle coming up. They could try and go for a drop goal here. Well, they go short side left to Brown, then to Papali'i, across to Nickel Cluckstar, wants an offload, gets it to McLean. In centre field with Foreign. Through the middle, needs an offload, gets one out the back to Clark, possibly touched by a Samoa player, that's what they're claiming. It was not backed by Samoa, so 30 seconds to go, fresh set of 6 for New Zealand. They'll only get about maybe 3 plays maximum here. Well, they've got a scrum on the 20. They could try and set up for 1. Yeah, he was touched by Nanai. Foreigner Osako good for kicking a drop goal, true. Brown, I guess, could do one as well. But yeah, maybe Osako. Osako's normally quite reliable. Missed 1 or 2 last year. So 21 seconds on the clock, currently stopped. Scrum, 20 metres out, Foreign. Feeds the ball in. They go left to Mulatalo. 15 seconds to go. Over on the left touchline. Gets an offload to McLean. They just want to take a tackle through centre field if they can. Alright, here we go. 7 seconds to go. Last play. It's with Clark. Oh, they're actually going for the points here. They're not going for 1. Brown kicks the ball towards the back right. Hang on a minute. Oh my god, they've scored a try. Oh my god, New Zealand should have set up for 1, but they get a try instead. Okay. Timoko with a try. I was just thinking, is this pure stupidity from the Kiwis not just setting up for 1? Surely you set up for 1. Maybe they were thinking that's what Samoa's defence is going to do. Brown with an awkward kick towards the back right. Contest between Chance and Toto. Timoko there to pounce in the corner. 16-12 the score. That's a nice kick there from Brown, to be fair. Well weighted. Mate. Timoko grounds it. 16-12. Right at the end of the first half. Samoa done a great job to come back in this one. It was 12-0 for the Kiwis, rightly so. I'd say Samoa probably earned their way back into it. And then, yeah, just an awkward moment at the end. New Zealand, these last sort of 5-10 minutes, New Zealand have started to look a bit more like themselves from the start of the game. It's going to be 16-12 with a kick to come. But that'll be half-time. Well, it is basically half-time, just waiting on the conversion. Toto and Tango not the best in the air. Not bad, but pretty short. Mariner and Talangi are on the edge. Really good in the air. Yeah. I think Toto's good in the air offensively. But yeah, defensively, I think can be put under some pressure. Can be a bit awkward for him. So a kick from the touchlines for Jermaine Osako to make it 18-12. The kick is swinging, maybe a bit too far. And that's going to be no good. Okay, that is going to be half-time. Wow, 16-12 at half-time. What a great game this has been so far. What a cracking game this has been. We've been blessed. Yesterday, you know, it was okay. Fiji, Cook Islands, it was okay. It was okay. This is different. Put a poll up here. Okay, I put a poll up in the live stream chat. Kiwis lead 16-12 at half time, but does anyone think there'll be a different winner? So there's a poll in there. Let me know who you think is going to win this game at this point. Harris DeVita made a big difference. Yeah, I fully agree, Dames. Fully agree. So much more speed out the ruck. More of a clue, more of an idea what he wanted to do and what they wanted to do. It was a lot more clean, clinical in possession. The kick that led to their second try as well was huge. Hopefully the first test Saturday should be good. Good as this, let's catch the Aussies cold. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm kind of thinking surely, I think the best chance of beating Australia would be game 1 at Wembley. Hopefully a big crowd. If we can get 70,000, that'd be great. At least. Our players have been playing a little bit more recently. Grand final and stuff. Hopefully a bit more fresh. Preparations with Australia having to travel and stuff. So hopefully a little bit more fresh with training. Home crowd. Style of the game, that kind of thing. But I think if we can win that game 1, we might lose game 2, maybe. But if we can go into game 3 as a potential decider in Headingley, when that's going to be sold out, it's only 18,000, but that kind of atmosphere in Headingley, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I am going to game 2. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. 2 weeks away. Okay. I think Tuivasa-Sheck's been huge. I'd say Harris DeVita as well. Harris DeVita probably the most effective change for Samoa so far. I think McLean's been great. Brown's looked pretty lively. Tarpany's been good. Some good options on either side. But overall, this has just been a good game, which I'm really happy about. Let's have a look. 13 votes. So the Kiwis are leading 16-12 at half time. 13 votes. 62% say that Samoa are going to win this one. Definitely looked like the better side, didn't they? Towards the back end of that first half. Kiwis have a lot of energy. They haven't even brought Clark on. I'm pretty sure they have done. I'd agree, Christopher. This is definitely better than yesterday. Yesterday was decent, but yeah, this is a few miles ahead. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Clark is on Namus. I'm 99.9% confident, unless I've just completely confused somebody else. You're happy yesterday Cook Islands women's beat PNG by 30? It's not a total loss for me? Well, there you go. There you go. Great success. You love to see it. Is it a case of Cookie's women just having a good side, or PNG's not so great? Or is it like relatively close, but they just had a great day? Wonder where Big Nelson will play next season. That's interesting. Who really needs a big forward? I'm pretty sure he was linked with Warrington at one point, like a few months back. Or somebody put something out that he was linked, but I don't think there was much merit to that. Who really needs a forward? I think the Eels need more size, actually. I'm not totally convinced with the spine that the Eels have got next year, but I think if they could get Nelson, that'd be huge. So I think they need to bulk up the pack a little bit, to be honest. So I'd say the Eels. If I was the Eels, I'd go in for Nelson. Both cookies have all NRL players? Right, okay. Gotcha. Well, let's hope they can get that for their men's team as well, at some point. Bulldogs have a smaller pack. Yeah, true. They will be getting Leo Thompson next year, though. So, yeah, have Bulldogs got the cap space? That's what I want to know. Oh, also, regarding the Bulldogs. Fan of the logo, by the way. I don't know what people are saying, like it's awful or it's an AI logo. I fully disagree with everyone there. I think it is a really nice logo. Leo Thompson and Big Nas. Be a good prop combo with King. Yeah, I think King and Thompson to start. Bit of size and athleticism. Nelson off the bench. Looking forward to seeing the Fox play next week. Yeah, should be good. He'll be up against... I'm assuming that right wing's Dominic Young, so I think it'll be Addo-Carr versus Dominic Young. Uncle Gus will find the money. Yeah, good point. I'm sure. Oh yeah, to be fair, Marnie is moving on, Sexton is moving on, so that opens up a bit of cap space there. I don't think they're bringing anyone else in to replace them. I don't think. So it'll be Hayward that basically... Is Hayward starting at 9 or did they bring someone else in? I can't remember. So, Dylan Brown, 2 try assists, 6 runs, 63 run meters, 35 kick meters. I think Brown's had a solid game. Looking lively. Normally when I've seen Brown for New Zealand, he's not really been able to control much or do much by himself, unless there's a number 7 there to control things. And yes, foreigns look pretty comfortable organising, but I think Brown has still individually looked quite exciting. Which is what I want to see ahead of him joining the Newcastle Knights. I don't know if I would have spent that money on Brown. Do you remember when RTS played for New Zealand? Yeah. I do remember that as well. I can't remember when the last time it was that he played for them. Oh, it's Samoa vs Tonga next week. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. Okay. Hopefully not too long until we get started with the second half. I know everyone needs a break. Everyone needs a breather, which I get. I want to get back to the action as soon as possible. Okay. What are we at for subscribers now? Let's have a look. 13,155. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Can we get to 13.2k? We need 45 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do, or we'll be streaming the rest of the Pacific Championships and the Ashes. You remember when Leota played for Samoa? I don't recall those days, personally. Yeah, it's a good point, Damus, actually. It's a good point. Crichton is a big miss. I'm thinking, is Samoa missing anyone else? Or is Crichton the only big miss there? Wish your bus would hurry up. Currently shutting a bus stop in Huyton. Huyton? Is it? It's Highton, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Either way. You wait all day for a London bus. Both Mays. Oh, yes, Mays, yeah. Forgot about the Mays. Completely forgot. Well, you say, have a safe trip, Chris, but you got to worry about the people that are going to be on the bus with Chris. Because they don't realise the danger that they're in. So, they got to be careful. Okay. I'm sure Chris is a nice guy until you cross him. I'm sure he's great until you cross him. I don't know. Sorry, Christopher. Sorry. Christopher's been in here plenty of times before. Always nice and chilled. He's a sweetheart, really. He's a sweetheart. Okay. Killer Chris. New nickname, go on. Killer Chris. Okay, looks like we'll be getting underway fairly soon. A couple of minutes, just final team talks and such. New Zealand looking nice and calm. Joseph Tarpany, Kieran Foran leading the talk. Everyone locked in, everyone engaged. All right. Looking at the poll, 35 votes, even though the Kiwis are leading 16-12 at half-time. 37 votes, 51% say New Zealand will win this game. 3 tries to 2 for the Kiwis, 50-50 in terms of possession. Completion rates relatively high for both. More tackles for the Kiwis in opposition territory, more run meters, and less missed tackles for the Kiwis as well. Alright, the Kiwis coming back out. Get your votes in. Final few moments to get your votes in if you've not voted yet. And if you can, leave a thumbs up on the live stream, where the thumbs up is just below it. It's currently on 19. If we can get a few more on that, helps us to get out there to more people, that would be great. And we've had another subscriber since, 13,156. Thank you very much. Put hotspot on so I can watch the game on my other phone. FYI, the name of my hotspot is GMP. I feel like I should know what that stands for, but I don't. Oh, it's 50-50. One more vote. I'll wait for one more vote to pick a winner. 42 votes. It is 50-50. Who's going to swing it? Oh, Greater Manchester Police. Oh, it's Samoa. Samoa gets the extra vote. Fair dues, fair dues. Okay. There we go. Both sides back out. Looks like Crosland's on as well. Think we are voting with our emotions? Possibly, but I mean, Samoa's still fully in this game. It was tough to call before, and it's still kind of tough now as well. Because even if New Zealand score next, I still see Samoa coming back again. I'm actually on for an exact score here. If both teams score 1 try and 1 kick, I'm on track for an exact score prediction. Right then, second half is underway, folks. Here we go. Final 40 minutes of this cracking game. Nickel clucks that underneath it, hands it off to Big Nelson. And he's stopped 15 metres out from his own try line. Phoenix Crosland on at 9 at the moment, hands it off to Timoko. Takes the carry up towards the 20 and just over it. Crosland on his left to Clark, hands it off to White. Bumps into Blaze Talangi. Well done to get him stopped there, because that's a big man. Big man to stop. So Marshall King with a break. Crosland can do some big minutes. He did a lot of big minutes last year for the Kiwis. Can also fill in it in the halves if absolutely necessary as well. Clark with a carry. New Zealand stopped just short of the 40. Crosland with a scoot, taking it over the 40. Last tackle now for the Kiwis. Nickel clucks that on his right over the top of Foreign. Nelson has to kick. That is shocking there from Nelson. Awkward bounce. It is still back in the hands of Nelson. Get it to a halfback. Crosland pushes it on. Papali'i needs an offload. Gets one to Nickel clucks that. Gives it to Foreign. Eventually kicks through. Mulatalo is there. Oh my god, if this works out. Kicks the ball on. Collected by Tuivasa-Sheck. What an absolute mess. That one's on Crosland, really. I mean, the kick from Big Nelson isn't great, but that's on Crosland because you've got to get it to 4 in there. Or actually, no, that was Nickel Cluckstar, sorry. That was at 9. So Mori Talangi with a carry up towards the halfway line. Yeah, it was Crosland that ran the ball in on the 4th. Nickel Cluckstar over the top of Foreign's head. But yeah, Samoa in possession on the halfway line. 2 tackles to go in this set. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Luai will play this for Harris DeVita. Right to Haas. Inside New Zealand territory. Yeah. Who's panicking there? On the 40. Last tackle for Samoa. Left to Luai. Chips it towards the back left. Decent chase. Isako goes up. Collects it cleanly. Nicely done. Well taken from Jermaine Isako. 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Nickel clucks that with a carry. Up towards the 20 for the Kiwis. Second tackle. Slow to get up here. Nickel clucks that is slow to get up. Clock has been stopped. Not sure what's wrong with him. Claiming a crusher maybe? He's just holding the back of his neck. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so he kind of got... His head was trapped inside this area here of Harris DeVita. I don't think it was a typical crusher. Chances off to Catalans next year. Isn't he one of those? Catalans have signed so many players. I've lost track. I've honestly lost track. But I'm pretty sure Nickel Cluckstadt is one of them. I know Sexton's another. And there's a handful of others. It's now with Clark. Strong carry through centre field from Erin Clark. He's still going. Oh my god, what a carry. And the ball comes loose. Was that a strip there from Samoa? Well, it goes backwards anyway. It is Samoa in possession. Well, that was the best carry of the game, and then just a lost ball. Cans of the French Foreign Legion. I'm sure. So, in possession up towards New Zealand's 40, and a few metres over it. Just over 3 minutes gone. Francis Molo with a carry over the Kiwis 30. 3 tackles to go. Great territory for Samoa. Can they equalise or take the lead for the first time in this game? Luai hands it off to Nanai. Just over the 20. The whistle's blown offside from... Is it offside? No, not offside, sorry. But it's a penalty for Samoa. Okay, Harris DeVita calling the plays here. He's going to tap on the 20 in a second. Taps, hands it off. Now in the hands of Molo. He's 15 metres out, just right of the post. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Harris DeVita waits at 9. Left to Sasangi, straightens up, takes it over the 10. About 9 metres out, left of the posts. Harris DeVita, right to Haas, straightens up, cuts towards the right slightly, stops a few metres short of the try line. And it's a 6 again inside 10 metres. Papali'i taking his time to get up. Plays it for Harris DeVita. Short side right to Blaise Talangi. Steps again. He stopped 2 metres short of the try line. Harris DeVita launches it left to Jerome Luai. Then to Haas. Carries it back towards the 10. 4.5 minutes gone. 3 tackles to go in this set. Harris DeVita looks left, goes right. Sasangi straightens up. We saw for the Raiders he can step. It's an offload. Wayward collected by Papali'i of the Kiwis. Samoa, they just had to apply more pressure in that set. A little bit too erratic there from Sasangi. And Mulatalo with a carry. A few metres shy of the 20. Good kick for Talangi and Mariner. Well, it should have been. It should have been Damus, but maybe next time, eh? So that's 5 minutes gone in the second half. 4-point advantage for the Kiwis. Nickel Cluckstar with a carry. A few metres shy of the 40. 2 tackles to go. Aaron Clark. 9 offloads for the Kiwis. 8 for Samoa. Great from both. Crosland on the last tackle. Waits at 9. Goes right to Foreign. Puts boot to ball towards the back right. Tuivasa-Sheck underneath it. Collects it just behind his own 10. Returns this over the 20. Nikora and Timoko in the tackle. Luai waits at 9. Over on the left edge of the field. On his right to To'o taking the next carry. Stopped just short of the 30. Luai now with Mariner. Strong run up towards the 40 there. Good metres there from Dean Mariner. 6 minutes gone. Harris DeVita short side left to Nanai. Jeremiah with a strong carry up towards the halfway line. 4th tackle. Jerome Luai. Right to Simi Sasangi. Stopped just short of the Kiwis 40. Last tackle for Samoa. Left to Luai. Puts boot to ball towards the back left. Isako. Clinical and clean underneath it. Push back a few metres there. My Mariner and To'o. Nickel Cluckstar with the first carry of this set for the Kiwis. Stopped on his own 20. Over on the right edge of the field. 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. Timoko with the next carry up towards the 30. So just a lot of back and forth at the moment. Nobody really taking too many risks right now inside the midfield. Brown with a decent carry up towards the 40. Morning is on TV. In the UK, it's on Sky Sports. Sky Sports Mix, but I don't know about in the Pacific Island area. So kick on the last from the Kiwis, collected on the 10 by Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He returns us up towards the 20. Half a break there, decent return. Plays it for Isaac Tango. Scooting from dummy half up towards the 30, and a few more metres as well. Up towards the 40. That's a great carry from Tango. Mori Talangi with a carry up towards the halfway line. Good metres. 7.5 minutes gone in the second half. 3rd tackle. So plenty of tackles to work with. Sasangi takes it into Kiwis territory. 2 tackles to go. 40 metres out. Luai stepping. Gets an offload to Sasangi. Now with Blaise Talangi down the right edge. Stepping. He's wrapped up just short of the 30. Don't want to sound like a dumbass, but is it Crosland New Zealand the same for the Knights? Yes, Jaden. That's the same. Phoenix Crosland. The very same. Isako underneath it. Just behind the 10 in the back right corner currently. Nickel Cluckstar with the first carry of this set. Indeed, Damus. I agree. So just over 8 minutes gone. Timoko with the next carry up towards the 20. So field position's looking a little bit better for Samoa right now. Able to restrict New Zealand just enough towards the back end of the sets. But as for Solomona with a great offload. Crosland hands it off to Nicola and he just straight up drops the ball. So Samoa, fresh set of 6, 30 metres out. Mola was an option, but Mariner is going to scoot from dummy half towards the right edge of the field. Eventually stopped about 24 metres out. Plays for New Zealand, that's crazy. Never knew that. Thought it was an Aussie. I sort of thought he was an Aussie as well, but yeah, well, I found out last year when he was in the Pacific Championships, but Yeah, he is a Kiwi. So Samoa inside the tent, about 7 metres out, just right at the post. Harris DeVita goes left to Sasangi, bumps off one. Nearly a bit of room to run. He stopped 8 or 9 metres out, left of the post, 2 tackles to go. Harris DeVita, short side left to Luai. Then to Tuivasa Sheck, wrapped up by Foreign and Nikora. White is there to help out as well. Last tackle for Samoa. Now Luai on the last, kicks the ball towards the post. Decent chase, but Brown is there, takes it over the dead ball line. And that'll be a goal line dropout for the Kiwis. So good pressure from Samoa. So in the back and forth, Samoa were doing well for field position. So they restricted metres from the Kiwis pretty well. Worked the ball up the field nicely. Eventually there was a mistake from the Kiwis, and then they've put some pressure on there. They've earned a dropout. So nicely done from Samoa in the last few minutes. It was nicely done. So it's a long dropout. This is going to be collected just over the 40. Hands it off to Molo. Oh, strong run from Molo. Oh, White throwing a shoulder in there. That's a penalty for Samoa. He's lucky there's not more than that if he's just straight up throwing a shoulder. 11.5 minutes gone. Molo with a strong run, but White, yep, straight in with a shoulder charge. Fair enough. Penalty. I don't want any cards, though. I do not want any cards. You guys probably haven't heard Foz speak, nor can tell the difference in accents. I can kind of tell the difference between an Aussie and a New Zealand accent. I just can't remember the last time I heard Foreign speak. I know he's been an analyst a couple times. I can tell the difference, but maybe some of the accents are a lot closer. But a typical Aussie or a typical New Zealand accent is distinguishable enough. Samoa, 10 metres out with Luai. Right to Blaze Talangi, right to Tuivasa Sheck. Now with Tango trying to get around McLean. Flicks the ball on in the corner. That is close. Mori Talangi, good effort, like a dolphin in the corner. This is definitely worth a check. I don't think he's got it. On-field decision is no try. The bunker's going to have a look. 11 minutes gone. Mori Talangi with a diving effort in the corner. Not sure who was that getting across. It was Mulatalo. Has he done enough? Let's see. Feet are in touch. So he's in the field of play still. Switches hands. Oh, knocks the ball on over the line. So well done. That was Charles Nickel-Cluckstad getting across. Well done. Really good effort from Samoa in that tight space there. Good bit of movement. Really nicely done. Well done, New Zealand, shutting that down as well. It's been a great game, this. It's been a great game. Okay, New Zealand with a 7-tackle set, 20-metre tap. They make about 5 metres on the first play. Timoko with the next carry up towards the 30. And a few extra metres as well. So is this what's going to help New Zealand get out of this pressure at the moment? Just getting to the back and forth. Clark with a carry over the 40 and a few extra metres. Gutted we didn't score that. Chance will get 0 flowers for that defensive effort. Yeah, that was a really good effort there. Putting his body on the line. McLean with a carry down the left edge. 3 tackles to go still. And the Kiwis, 45 metres out. White with a carry over the 40. And he's still going. Look for an offload. Nearly gets one. Great carry from Nafahu White. Crosland on his right to Clark. Then across to Foreign. Switches back to Britton Nikora. Up towards the 20. And a penalty for Samoa. Obstruction from Asfa Solomona, was it? Yeah. Nelson, you got to get through, lad. You got to get through. He was through, I guess, but some of the Samoa defenders tracking back a little bit. So penalty for Samoa. New Zealand need to clean this up a little bit. They need to clean it up. They're going to be a bit more physical somehow through the middle. Don't know if they need to make a change, get Liotta on possibly, or Tarpany. I'm not sure what they need to do. But they need to get the ball up the field. They need to restrict meters as well. But Samoa in possession. It has been 50-50 possession so far. So nearly 13 minutes gone in the second half. Tuivasa Shek with a carry down the left edge. Both completion rates are the exact same, 22 out of 28. Jeremiah Nanai with a carry down the left-hand side of the field. 35 metres out. Luai on the 30. Switches back to Payne Haas. Brought down by 3 defenders. White and Clark there to help out. 13 minutes gone. 4th tackle right to Luai. Engage the line out the back to Blaise Talangi. Step in. Wrapped up on the 20. Last tackle for Samoa. Over on the right edge of the field. Tango waits at 9. In centre field with Luai. Looking for the back left corner. Chips the ball. It is batted backwards by New Zealand. Collected by Chance in goal. 1 to beat, but he is wrapped up. That's a goal line dropout. Well done, Samoa. Foreign maybe claiming a knock on there. I don't know, but pretty sure that was not backwards by New Zealand. They can challenge it. Well done, Christopher. What was called here? Did Mariner touch it first? I'm not too sure. Initial thought was New Zealand touched it first, but it's going to be New Zealand ball. I'm not sure what the actual call was in the end, but it is a New Zealand ball. It is now with Jermaine Isako with 14 minutes gone in the second half. Well, nearly 14 minutes gone, up towards his own 20. Foreign waits at 9. Hands it off to Tarpany. Good to see him back on the field. I think he's much needed at the moment. Needs some solid defence through the middle. Crosland on his left to Papali'i. Cutting back towards the middle. Stopped on the 40. Great carry from Papali'i. Crosland waiting at dummy half. Scooting up towards halfway. Brought down. Good metres there from Phoenix Crosland. Very nice. 4th tackle. Slammed into the ground by Barlow. Right to Clark. Strong hit from Harris DeVita. Stopped on Samoa's 40. Last tackle right to Foreign. Kicks from the 40. Look for the back right. Collected by Branto in the corner. Well placed kick there from Foreign. He's going to be wrapped up just short of the 10. Really nicely done from Foreign there. Here's Mariner. Oof. Crosland shoots out the line. Gets him stopped just on the 10. Samoa. Good hands maybe. Oh, God. That was close. Still offloading the ball on their own 10. Tango in possession. Oh, there's a break here possibly. Oh, takes it just over the 10. Over the 20, sorry. Nearly a break. Tuivasa Shek with a carry over the 30. Looking left. Wrapped up just short of the 40. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Harris DeVita down the short side left to Jerome Luai. Pops up to Nanai. Just regains possession in time. It's a bit erratic from Samoa at the moment. Last tackle. Blaise Talangi gets the kick away. Underneath it is Mulatalo. Collects it. Trying to get around... Oh. Backside nearly out there. Trying to get around Murray Talangi. Gets an offload though. It's with McLean over the 20. Up towards the 30. And we got a guy down. Oh dear. We got a Samoan down. Who is it? Did they say Mariota? Hasn't he just come on? Yes, Mariota. He is cold. Out cold. That's his first involvement. And he's down. Well, nothing that McLean could do there, I don't think. Do we get to activate IOL? I think... I'm not sure how many failed HIAs it is. And Tavanga, I'm not sure if he passed or failed his HIA. We've not seen him yet. Killer Chris. That's awful. That's awful. That might work out. Harris DeVita's at 13. Iorello at 9. Maybe. Maybe. So he's still being looked after at the moment. Kiwis just having a chat amongst themselves. He's still flat out on the pitch at the moment. Not even sitting up at the moment. Or sitting up yet. Yeah, hope he's okay. I know he'll be done for the day. First involvement, he's done. So 55% possession to Samoa. Completions in the this is second half actually. So 9 out of 11 for Samoa, 3 out of 6 for the Kiwis. So the Kiwis need to improve there. Only 5 tackles in the opposition territory for the Kiwis, 27 for Samoa. So we've got 24 minutes and 28 seconds stopped on the clock. We've still got Mariota down at the moment. But yeah, those 2 tries from McLean in the first half, very nice. Typical Samoa, didn't even get to game day, had 2 injuries, now this. At least we're not losing by 60 like 2022, yeah. Oh, was that 2023? I think it was 23. But yeah, I know which one you mean. Samoa was not great that year. That was quite bad actually. I think they were missing a few guys. I think they had Crichton playing at fullback or in the halves a couple of times. Actually, Crichton was not good. He was not good. Trying to play him at 6, his kicking was not good at all. I don't even know who was at 7. It wasn't Luai. I know Luai wasn't there. Who played at 7? I don't think it was Harris DeVita either. Can't quite remember. Only 3 playing this game from that 2023 team? Alright, okay. Barlow must be one of them. Surely. I could probably have a look, actually. New Zealand 50, Samoa 0. Okay. Nickel Cluckster was playing. Moratalangi is... So for Samoa, Moratalangi's 1. Junior Barlow. And that's it. It could have been May as well. But on the side of New Zealand, it is Chance, Mulatalo, Timoko, Isako, Brown, Fisher-Harris, Foran, Leota, Papali'i, Nikora, Tarpany, Nelson, and White. All those were in the squad for New Zealand back then. Okay. Not sure what the update is at the moment. So yeah, still being looked after at the moment. I've not heard any updates as of yet. Sorry, there's not much to talk about, folks. But I do think so far in the second half, Samoa looked pretty lively. Couple mistakes there from New Zealand. They need to clean that up. Only 50% completion in the second half. Yeah, New Zealand needs to clean things up. I think they just need to be a bit more physical through the middle. Whether they can either gain more meters or restrict the meters, they've got to do one or the other. Because Samoa starting to gain a bit of momentum and a bit of territory through the middle. They certainly do. I don't think they need to force it, though. I think they're just kind of on top at the moment, and I don't think they need to force too much. Oh, Steve Price, part of the coaching staff. Go on, Steve, lad. I think some decent shape in the 20. We'll see them over. Guys need to relax. Yeah, when they've actually thrown a bit of shape out there, Samoa's look good. The first few possessions inside New Zealand territory, it was just just throwing the ball around a lot. Well, yeah, when they actually threw a bit of shape out there, they look good. Okay. I think we'll be back underway very, very soon. Okay. Right, looks like he's been taken off in a second now. That's such a rough start. First contact. Did he catch an elbow? I think so. From what I could tell, yes, he caught an elbow. Alright, finally going off. Damn. Okay. I don't know if, I still don't know if Jazz Tavanga failed his HIA or not. Alright, we're about to get back underway in a second. It's New Zealand in possession. Alright, there we go. So that is Mariota done for the day. Okay, folks, we're back underway. Here we go. 24 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Second tackle for the Kiwis. Tarpany on the field, which is good to see. Strong carry up towards the halfway line. 3 tackles to go for New Zealand. Crosland, right to Clark. Carries it himself up towards Samoa's 40, just short of it. 2 tackles left. 24 minutes to go. Crosland, scooting. Stopped just over the 40. Last tackle, Clark at dummy half. Right to Foreign. Under pressure from Barlow, gets a kick away. Tuvasashek collects 7 metres out from his own try line, takes it over the 10. Toto with the next carry up towards the 20. That message didn't send in the chat for some reason, Damus. I don't know why, but it didn't send for me. Murray Talangi with the latest carry. 23.5 minutes to go. Third tackle for Samoa. Harris DeVita now with Molo. Payne Haas with the most run meters, 152. Chance, second best with 150. Then it's Tuvasashek, Timoko and Talangi. Luai pops the ball up to Nanai. Nice little ball there. Keeps a hold of it. Last tackle for Samoa. Short side left to Luai from Harris DeVita. Luai maybe taken out late, not too sure. Bounces once, then it's a penalty for Samoa. New Zealand, they've got to clean things up here. They've got to clean it up. I mean, I've seen, timing-wise, I've seen a lot worse than that. I mean, it's not great, but it's not even bad. Touches him as he kicks the ball. There's nothing wrong with that, really. If you want to give a penalty, okay, but there's an overreaction from Samoa there. Yeah, he's not like making a genuine tackle, so I understand the penalty. If he comes back on, please not hooker. Coach needs time to calm down. Tries to do too much with brain explosions. No, this from Warriors, yeah. Fair enough. At 13 is completely fine. Okay, Samoa with a fresh set of 6. 22.5 minutes to go. Mariner will tap, hands it off to Luai, now with Molo. And he's going to take this up towards the 10. So, fresh set of 6 for Samoa. 10 metres out. Now with Barlow, fakes the switchback, then hands it off to Blaze Talangi. He steps. Takes it just over the 10, in centre field, between the sticks. Harris DeVita right to Barlow, straightens up. He's a few metres short in front of the right post. Third tackle, Harris DeVita waits at 9. Short side right to Tuivasa Sheck. Across the Tango, then to Talangi in the corner, spins. He's got that. Good effort from Chance, putting his body on the line again, but I'm pretty sure he's got that. I think. Oh, they're checking it. I don't think he went in touch. On-field decision, no try. Has the touch judge said something here? I thought that was okay. I thought that was all good. Where's his foot? Oh, his foot's on the line. Oh, mate, I thought he was in. I thought he was all good. His foot's on the line. Oh, no. That's a cracking effort there from Mori Talangi. But it's still going to be Samoa penalty for a high tackle against Chance Nokuklukstad. For God's sake, man. New Zealand dealing with so much pressure at the moment. Some of it's their own fault. Well, a lot of it's their own fault. Yeah, there is high contact from Chance. Kiwis will be lucky to win this. So many bomb tries from Samoa. Well, we will see. Still plenty of time to go. Things could change. So yeah, penalty for Samoa. Alright, so a tap on the 10 from Tango. Hands it off to Sua. And he's now 4 or 5 metres out, just right at the post. 21.5 minutes to go. Harris DeVita. Left to Barlow. Left to Luai. Then launched it across. Marin a bit of room to run. Steps back inside. Oh, strong hit on Tarpany there. Push back towards the 10. Near the left touchline. Second tackle for Samoa. Toto waits a dummy half. Back inside to Luai. Out the back to Payne Haas. Straightens up. Trying to bump off one. Maybe look for an offload. He is wrapped up by 3 defenders. Stopped 11 metres out. 21 minutes to go. Plays it for Harris DeVita. Right to Barlow. Now to Langi. Then across the Tuivasa Sheck. Has to surrender. About 7 or 8 metres out. Right to the post. Harris DeVita. Back towards the middle with Talangi. Then across to Barlow. Across a little bit wayward. Picked up by Nanai. Nearly through. Flicks the ball on. It is collected by the Kiwis. Just forcing that a bit too much there, Jeremiah Nanai. Just forcing it. 20 minutes and 30 seconds to go. It's Sarko with the first carry of this setup towards the 10. So Samoa, they need to be disciplined here. They've got the pressure, they've got the territory. They've just got to be disciplined. Don't give away any penalties. Third tackle for New Zealand already. Only 15 out from their own try line. McLean over the 20. A few extra metres as well. So we've entered the final quarter of the game, folks. That's an hour done. Fisher Harris back on the field. So they need some of these experienced guys. Claiming there's a high shot there. It's to Foran on the last. Kicks from behind the 40. Bobbles, and then it's picked up by Toto. Takes it over his own 30. So pretty good place to start a set here for Samoa. Good defensive work. Good defensive work from Samoa. It is now with Mori Talangi. Takes it over the 40 and a few extra metres as well. Good carry. 19.5 to go. Second tackle for Samoa. Harris DeVita on his right to Isaac Tango. Up towards the halfway line. Brought down by 3 defenders. Did he lose that ball there? Oh, he's lost it. Yeah, I thought he might have lost it. He did. Isaac Tango lost the ball trying to play it on the halfway line, gifting field position to the Kiwis. Both teams still have a challenge, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, there's no need to challenge that one. So Isaac Tango with the mistake. Typically reliable. He's a good player. Yeah, just a mistake there on halfway. Any interference? Oh, that's pushed out by Fisher Harris, that. Oh, straight up pushed out. Okay. Well, scrum for the Kiwis. In the very centre of the field. Foran feeds a ball in. Crosland goes left to Brown. Hands it off to McLean. Spins. Eats up some good meters there down the left edge. Too late. Yeah, I think so. It's 10 seconds in it. 18 and a half to go. Crosland on his right to Fisher Harris. Straightens up. 5 penalties against Samoa, 1 against New Zealand. That's not right, surely. Shifting it right. Nickel Cluckstaff 6 again for the Kiwis. Timoko near the right touchline. 18 minutes to go. Fresh to the 6. Timoko's hurt his wrist. White with a good carry over the 20. Kiwis finally inside the red zone. They've not been in here all half, I don't think. In centre field now with Foran. Left to Brown. Pops it up to Papali'i. God, this would be potentially a killer blow for Samoa if the Kiwis score now. Crosland in centre field, 10 metres out, right to Tarpany, step in, gets an offload back to Crosland, right to Foran, launched it across, Mariner shooting out the line, almost intercepted, he's wiped out Chance Nickel Cluckstaff. He is hurt. He is hurt. It is a penalty for the Kiwis. They could go for 2 to make it a 6-point game. Would be smart, but I don't think I'd actually do that. Oof, hand in the face. I know Mariner didn't mean it, but yeah, that'll be a clear penalty. Would there be anything more for Mariner? I don't think I'd give anything more. Oof, bit of blood on the nose of Nickel Cluckstaff. Okay, New Zealand's going to go for 2, actually. I get it, make it a 6-point game, I get it. But at the same time, they're giving up territory, so they need to get back up the field again. Okay, New Zealand will go for 2. They'll likely get it from where this is. Nickel Cluckstaff's going to have to go off, so what are they going to do? Maybe Isako to fullback, possibly? They could do Isako to fullback, Timoko on the wing, Brown at centre, Crosland in the halves, or just Crosland at centre. They could do that. Because Brown has played at centre for the Eels this year. Or they just put Nikora to centre, actually. And then one of the other big men goes in the back row. Yeah, that's probably a bit easier. Yeah. Well done, mate. I gave it some thought, and I fixed it. If only Mariner caught that, be interesting, as he's the fastest in the Samoan team. He got an interception against England last year, didn't he? That first game. Cheeky interception. Sarko to add the extra. So I think it'll be... Or maybe McLean can play fullback, I don't know. I think I'd just do Isako to fullback, Timoko on the wing, Nikora at centre, and then Clark or White in the back row. Something like that. So 17 minutes to go. 4-point lead for the Kiwis. Isako can make it a 6-point lead with this penalty. The kick is good. Alright, there we go. 18-12. So I'm still not far off my exact score prediction. I predicted 22-18 to New Zealand. Isako at fullback's a safer option, indeed. If only they could get Kinney back on. Or Kinney on. If only. Alright, back underway. 6-point advantage for the Kiwis. 16 minutes to go. Is with Moseley Otter. Strong carry and a strong hit Oh, Iowelu is on. Here we go. Benea Iowelu. Let's see how he gets on, the young man. Some exciting moments for the Roosters. Not too many, but, some good stuff here and there. Tarpany, right to Leota. Harris DeVita is the one going to the bench. Crosland, looking for an option somewhere. Just going to have to take the carry. Harris is off. So it might be just Stavanger at 13, not too sure. Or Barlow back to 13, who knows. White with the next carry over the 40, few metres shy of the halfway line. 2 tackles to go, just over 15 minutes left. Leota, over halfway, flicks the ball on. Tarpany with a potential break here, needs an offload. Trying to get one, gets one to Brown. Still going, can he get an offload? Nearly, wants a quick play the ball. Gets one, Crosland down the right edge now with Foran. Chips the ball over the top. Toto under a bit of pressure. Collects cleanly. Well done, Brian Toto. Nicely done. Well taken. So it looks like Mulatalo's gone to the right wing. Okay, this makes sense. Mulatalo on the right wing. Timoko at centre. McLean is a winger and centre. So I think it's McLean on the wing on the opposite side. Papali'i might be the centre. I'm not too sure. I'll see what the makeup of the team is very soon, but it's Samoa in possession. Tuivasa-Sheck with a carry up towards the 30. 4th tackle. So 2 tackles left. Box kick here from Iowelu. 40-20 attempt. Goes out before the 30. Not a great kick there from Iowelu. I like the idea. I like the intent of him trying to do something, but yeah, it just didn't work. Didn't work. 14 minutes to go. I do like the intent. Not trying to shy away from it. Don't know, just thinking maybe catching someone off guard, possibly. Oh, somebody jamming out the line there. Isako with the first carry. I think that was Nanai. 14 minutes left. New Zealand in possession. Bit of blood on the neck of Brown, I think. Just over the 40 with Timoko. Phoenix Crosland waits at dummy half in centre field. Hands it off to Leota on his right. Stopped on halfway. 3 tackles to go in this set. Crosland. Left to Foran. Then to Brown. Out the back to Mulatalo. Across to Nikora. Trying to get a line break. Stopped on the 30. Quick play the ball here for Papali'i. Right to Brown. On his right then to Fisher Harris. Straightens up. Takes a carry on the 20. They could try and set up for 1 here. Crosland. Right to Foran. Chips the ball towards the back right. Toto collects it in the back right corner and takes it just over the 10. 13 minutes to go. Dean Mariner spins, takes it up towards the 20. 2nd tackle for Samoa. Now with Tuivasa-Sheck. Across to Sua, then to Tango, needs a line break, gets one, flicks it onto Murray Talangi, cuts back inside, looking for an offload, doesn't quite get one. Good tackle there from Joseph Tarpany. Getting across, 12 minutes 45 to go. 3rd tackle for Samoa, Talangi goes left to Barlow, then left to Luai. Inside New Zealand territory, nearly loses that ball there, just short of the 40, 2 tackles to go. Iowelu, short side left to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Up towards the Kiwis 30, just over it. Stopped by Crosland and Papali'i. On the last tackle now, Iowelu goes right to Talangi. Launches it right. Tango. Lose it backwards. Chip over the top there, collected by Brown. Stopped on his own 30. Little bit of chaos there. The Samoa just need to finish the sets a little bit cleaner. I talked about this in the predictions video as well. New Zealand would be more process focused. I think Samoa a little bit too erratic. I like the idea, I like the intent. There's nothing wrong with that, but if it's causing you to turn over the ball in position, those kind of positions, at some point you just got to get to the kick. It's now with Foran on Samoa's 40, goes left to Brown, he switches back to Papali'i, the ball pops out, that's a big hit. Collected by Blaise Talangi, that's a massive hit from Jaden Sua. 11.5 minutes to go. On the halfway line, Tango scoots from dummy half, just short of 40. Bloody hell, that's a shot. Papali'i still going though. It's with Barlow. Pumping his legs just short of the Kiwis 30. Iwelu goes left to Luai, engages the line, out the back to Talangi, switches back to Nanai. Looking for a flick on, doesn't get one, stops just short the 20. 3 tackles to go, Iwelu right to Haas, straightens up, carries it up towards the 10. Inside the 10 now, 2 tackles to go, Samoa with a great chance here to potentially equalise. Left to Barlow in centre field, then left to Luai. Out the back to Tuivasa Shek. Launch it across the toe. Oh, plenty of jerseys there to get across. Cuts back inside. Nearly a high shot there from Tarpany, but that's okay. 10.5 minutes to go. Last tackle for Samoa. To'o will play this ball a metre in front of the try line. Iwelu left of the post goes right to Luai on the 10. Looking to kick through maybe out the back to Talangi. Good hands in the corner. Mori Talangi. Is this the one? Finally, third time is the bloody charm. Mori Talangi finally goes in. It's going to be a 2-point game with a kick to come. He's had some close ones. This time round gets it done. Finally, a little bit of shape. Samoa have looked so much better when they've actually had a little bit of shape and not just flat or chucking the ball around for the sake of it. Much better. 18-16 is the score. 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go. We've got a bloody game here, folks. We've got a bloody game. Finally goes in. It did take a lot to finally score. It's not been the cleanest of halves from New Zealand. That penalty could turn out to be huge, though. We'll see what the kick is like from Blaise Talangi. Well done, Mori Talangi. Well done. One try, 3 line breaks, 181 run meters, 6 tackle busts. Bloody hell. Well done, Mori Talangi. Great work. Excellent work there, lad. Just barges through. Plenty of defenders there as well, but he makes it happen. He gets it done. That's good stuff. Okay, 8 minutes 50 to go. The clock is stopped. Ref and Monkey were disappointed there was no way they could take that off him. Always unbiased. Always. Blaise Talangi. Young lad. He's had a good year. Important kick this. Very important. The thing is, when it comes to being 2 points down and needing to go for a 2-point drop goal, I think teams, they take too long to go for it. They try and score tries or hope there's a penalty. I think you've got to go for the 2-point drop goal earlier. Blaise Talangi with a kick near the touchline. A very tough one. What's he got in his locker? Go on, lad. The kick is... Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. It's 18-all. Okay. Okay. 18 apiece. Samoa, can they get it done? From 12-0 down, all the shenanigans that's gone on this game. This has been a hell of a game. 18-all, baby. I reckon that deserves a trumpet. Hey. Nicely done. Didn't think he'd get it for some reason. I reckon when he made contact with that ball, like his sort of... the way his body was, it looks a little bit awkward for a second there, but it's all good. So back underway, collected in goal by RTS. Hands it off to Molo. Strong barreling run, smashed into the ground. 4 defenders in the way. 8.5 minutes to go. Samoa in possession. Tonga with a carry up towards the 20. So this is where Samoa, they bring the energy. Can New Zealand match it? 42 play the balls in opposition territory. Only 16 for New Zealand. And only 2 tackles for the Kiwis inside the red zone. 21 for Samoa. Bloody hell. Samoa has had definitely the better territory, but they've not looked that convincing throughout the half, but they've still looked exciting. Payne Haas with the next carry. Up towards halfway. Last tackle for Samoa. 8 minutes to go. Left to Luai. Under pressure. He's going to go for this one, though. Kicks the ball through. Talangi is there. Supporting the inside. Oh, it's a knock-on from Marin. Oh, my God. Oh my god. Blaise Solanke picks the ball up from the kick through. Support from Mariner. Surely he's in for a try if he collects that cleanly. Surely. Oh my god. Oh my god. 7.5 minutes to go. Kiwis in possession. Isako with the first carry this set. Oh my god. Britton Nicodeau with a carry over the 30 up towards the 40. Wow. Crosland on his right to Tarpany up towards the halfway line. Tarpany's had some great carries today. Absolutely incredible carries. Tarpany is right up there for me for man of the match. He's right up there. 2 tackles left. 7 minutes on the clock. Right to Foran. Then to Isako across to Timoko. Stop 25 metres out near the right touchline. Last tackle for the Kiwis. McLean now with Foran. Chips towards the posts. We have a contest. Won by the Kiwis. Dylan Brown. Is that Dylan Brown in for a try? That ball is on the line. Is it double movement? It's given. It is given. The Kiwis take the lead. This is probably worth looking at for like double movement, that kind of thing. But this will be potentially 24-18 in a second, so my exact score prediction is probably going to be wrong. I do want to look at this before I add the points on, but that is currently given as a try for the Kiwis. Just want to see whether there's a double movement in there. Well taken from Brown. His arm's still up. I don't know. He doesn't promote his arm in any way. My God, that is close. That might be short. I'm sure I see the ball on the line, but I don't think he ever promotes his arm. I'm not sure. 5.5 minutes to go. I think he might have been short, but I don't know. I agree with the commentator saying he's got it on the line. I think that has touched the line. Yeah, try confirm. I don't think he moves that far forward. I do think that is okay. That is going to be 24-18. Well, 22-18 with the kick to come. Momentum. I don't even think it was momentum. I think he was just on the line. 5.5 minutes to go. Jermaine Isako with a conversion right in front of the sticks. So this right now, it's 22-18. This was my exact score prediction. And it is officially incorrect. So close. So close. Okay, folks, we have 5.5 minutes to go. New Zealand with a 6-point lead. They needed that right in front of the sticks as well, because if it was a 4-point lead, they'd be really nervous. Oh, Nickel Cluckstar's coming back on. So back underway. Lioto with the first carry of this set. 5 minutes 20 to go. Crosland on the 20. Hands it off to Fisher Harris. Good defensive line speed there from Samoa. Is there anything else in this game? Fisher Harris plays the ball for Crosland. Left to Tarpany. He takes it over the 30. Quick play the ball. Crosland, I'd say McLean is up there for man of the match. Foran's been decent. Oh, Sewer's down. Oh, God. Sewer is down. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's like the same kind of contact as Mariota before. Okay, clock is stopped with 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go. 6-point advantage for the Kiwis. They got fourth tackle coming up next. We're just going to deal with Stewart, make sure he's all good. Hopefully. They're showing that replay from before where Samoa could have gone through. This is the thing, like on the last tackle, it's alright having a go, but you've got to come up with something. You've got to come up with something. Thing is now, if you're New Zealand, if you get to the other end of the field, do you go for one to make it a 7-point game? Or do you not go for one in case you give away a 7-tackle set? That's the question. Do you go for one to make it a 7-point game, or not risk it to not let them march up the field? What do you do? 4 minutes 45 to go. Last tackle. Crosland waits at 9. Right to Foran. Kicks from the halfway line towards the back right. Collected by Brian Toto. 4.5 minutes to go. Takes it over the 20 near the left touchline. What have Samoa got in the locker? Let's have a look. Luai hands it off to Mariner. Strong carry over the 30. 4 minutes 20 left. Second tackle. Plays it for Aiwelu. Nanai with a carry over the 40 up towards halfway. That's a great carry. Third tackle. 3 tackles to go on halfway, so good territory here for Samoa. Barlow goes right to Luai. Out the back to Talangi. Good shape here. Tuivasa-Sheck. Wrapped up by Isako. Good tackle there. 2 tackles left. 4 minutes to go. Talangi. Now Luai. Switches back to Barlow. He's going to play this just over 30 metres out. Last tackle. Aiwelu left to Haas. Left to Luai. Then to Talangi. Pops the ball up. Mariner. Option on his outside. To Brian Toto, and he drops the ball. That might have been forward actually, but Brian Toto drops the ball. Samoa, they've had so many good chances. They've just been a little bit too erratic, or they've not executed cleanly enough. Samoa, they've done such a good job in this game. Oh, mate. They've just got to be cleaner. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Morning, Fred. Good to see you, mate. Good morning. Cannot score to save our lives yet. It's been a good effort from Samoa. It's been good. It's not done yet, though. 3 minutes. They'll give it the full beans. Samoa have had plenty of penalties in the second half. Able to just be in the lead, apparently. Yep. Levi to leads at hooker. Oh, right, okay. Not a bad pickup. I think he's okay. 2 minutes 40 to go. Fourth tackle for the Kiwis. They are 20 metres out. Okay, they could go for one. I don't think I actually would at this point. Avoid the 7 tackle set. Foran chips towards the back right. Lands on about the 10. Toto goes up, collects cleanly. Nicely taken from Brian Toto. 2 minutes 25 to go. So, Samoa might get 2 full sets at most. Excited for Tomo to join Rovers. Yeah, it'll be a good pickup. Very good pickup. Nanai with a carry down the left edge up towards the 30. Third tackle. 2 minutes to go. Barlow in centre field. Out the back to Luai. Pops it up to Sasangi. 2 tackles left for Samoa. On their own 40. Aiwelu. Left to Barlow. Out the back to Luai. Engage the line. Oh, just needed a support runner from someone. Last tackle. It's with Blaze Talangi. Chips over the top. It is batted backwards by Samoa, collected by Isako. Okay, 1 minute 35 to go. Depends how much time the Kiwis can run down here. I don't like this slow play the ball nonsense. I hate all this stuff. It's like, oh yeah, you're tired now, are you? Oh, you're injured now, are you? It's like, slow to play the ball. Now Fahu White to play the ball next. Eventually plays it. He's now with Leota. 1 minute to go. 2 tackles left, so Samoa will get a couple plays here. Final minute, Crosland right to Clark. Oof, strong hit, gets an offload. Nico clucks that up towards the 30. 50 seconds left, last tackle. So I reckon Samoa gets about 3 plays at most here. Left to Brown, engage the line. Good hands down the left-hand side. Nicola with a potential break, look for an offload. Gets it to Fisher-Harris if New Zealand score here. Foreign, now with the Otter, there's room down the right if they can get the ball over there. Crosland across to White. Just taking up time. Timoko in the corner, loses the ball. Collected in goal by Toa Samoa, trying to get around McLean. He does. 20 seconds to go, flicks it on to Tango. Now with Talangi across to Papali'i. Samoa, 12 seconds to go. They are meters in front of their own try line. This is the last play of the game. Most likely. Tango chips over the top, chases. And it's a knock on there from New Zealand, maybe? Nickel clucks out the hooter sounds, takes it over the 10. What's been given? And that is full time. Okay, finally. Jesus Christ, what a game. I was so close to an exact score. I said 22-18. I said 22-18. I was so close. Oh, so close. If it happens, will you stream the World Club Challenge? Because I highly doubt I can get tickets for it. Yeah, I'd stream it. I'd absolutely stream that. Oh, it's the Captain's Challenge, actually. Samoa with a Captain's Challenge. If this is a knock-on from New Zealand, then Samoa get 1 play. Oh, that is backwards. Okay, well, that will be full-time. Only 2 points off. How many tries Samoa bombed? I lost count. I'm not sure. But that was the thinking, is that they'd be a little bit erratic. So that's why I went for 22-18 as a scoreline. Alright, folks, that is going to be full-time. Bloody hell. Okay, folks. That is full-time. New Zealand 24, Samoa 18. The start from both sides was fantastic. The energy from both was incredible. I didn't expect that from New Zealand, honestly. I thought they'd be a little bit more, not timid, but like relaxed, chilled. But I loved their energy. Some great early tries from McLean. His first one was solid. His second one, I think, was even better. Like, to power through Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Junior Barlow to get over the line and extend, I think he did a great job there. But after that, second quarter of the game, Samoa, they started finding some good territory. Maybe a few mistakes here and there from New Zealand, but they got up the field. They earned the points. Bit of an awkward one for the second try that they scored, but I think they sort of earned those points anyway. But New Zealand just a little bit more clean. They had some errors at the start of the second half, but overall, a little bit more clean in possession, a bit more clinical in attacking territory. Samoa, a few great opportunities, but good scramble from New Zealand, or just a couple moments, a foot in touch, a knock on here and there. I think when Samoa actually played with a bit of shape and a bit of depth, they looked good. They looked good, but yeah, I think that was a great game overall. Can Samoa just be a little bit cleaner next week? That's the question. I think Tonga will be quite process-focused, but I think Samoa don't lose their identity, but they've got to focus more on process, get to the kicks. I appreciate them having a go on the last tackle, but you've got to be doing that on the third or fourth, not on the last tackle in midfield, where you could potentially turn the ball over. You've got to be careful. But overall, that was a cracking game. Absolutely cracking game from both sides. Bring on next week. Hey. Ross Allen. I recognise that name. I went to school with someone called Ross Allen. But it just depends if you're from England or not. If you're not, then it's not you. Great game indeed. Hope this will be the end of Jazz at hooker. It might be. I think there's... But the question is, do you start Aiuelo at 9 or Harris DeVita at 9? Harris DeVita, when he came on, looked great. So do you start him at 9 or bring him on later? I'm not sure. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I think I start Aiuelo at 9. Slightly less experience, but let him settle into the game. I think you can bring Harris DeVita on as an impact player. I think he can help to change things. So I think start Aiuelo. Harris DeVita comes on later. Coach needs to make adjustments from what he learned from this game. He was terrible for 3 games in England last year. So 4 games in a row of being terrible. Fortunately, Damus, the only positive there is it was only 2 games against England. Just 2. So that's the only positive. But yeah, still 3 games, not great. Not great. What's Gardner's coaching experience like? Who else has he coached over there? Because I have no idea. I've got no clue. But I'm going to call it a day in a second. Okay, right then. I do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Peaked at about 80 or 90 people, something like that. What am I at for subscribers? I'm at 13,163. Thank you very much for that. That is greatly appreciated. So, to let you guys know, stream highlights will be posted onto TikTok for this game in a few hours' time. I will be streaming both games next week. So, let me just clarify those games. So, next week, I'm going to be streaming Papua New Guinea versus Cook Islands. PNG still not announced a squad yet, which is really annoying. So PNG versus Cook Islands on the Saturday morning. Well, it's Saturday morning for me. 5 a.m. really on the... Really? Did it have to be 5? Okay. Early start for me then. I'm starting at 4:45 a.m. Great. So next week I'm streaming PNG versus Cook Islands. And then Sunday is Tonga versus Samoa. Okay. And I will also be streaming Game 1 of the Ashes on Saturday. So that should be good. That should be good. I'm so ready for that. But yeah, great effort from New Zealand. Great effort from Samoa. It was a great game overall. Unfortunate for Mariota going off after first contact. I would actually like New Zealand to bring Keeney in for next time. I would like Keeney to play instead. Nico Kluxai looked a bit uncomfortable under the high ball, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you. It is Sunday today, isn't it? So yeah, probably won't. But yeah, have a great day. Toodle pip.